interrupt this program for an important news announcement.
What's up, you guys? Welcome and thank you for tuning back into my channel, Manimullaaa. It's your girl Mani back at it again with another video. Yes, you guys, this is the first video of the new year, and I want to say a special happy New Year's to everybody out there. I hope that everybody had a wonderful New Year's, got to spend it with friends and family, and most importantly was out there being safe. Okay, now we got some things to talk about. Yes, you guys, now I know I typically do not speak about baddies on this channel, specifically because I don't want my channel to be tailored towards the nonsense and shenanigans that Zeus promotes. But these last couple of weeks, Zeus has been getting on my nerves and we are going to talk about it. So make sure that y'all hit that like and subscribe button and stick around to the end of this video to make sure that y'all get all of the tea, okay? Now, first and foremost, I definitely do want to put a trigger warning in the beginning of this video just to let y'all know that some of the topics we're going to be digging into are a little bit more serious than what we typically talk about on this channel. So with that being said, let's go ahead and get into this video. Okay, now before we even get into the episode, I have to talk about the fact that Zeus did not drop anything on New Year's. For what reason? I don't know. But they felt the need to have us wait not 1 week, but 2 whole weeks for this bull of an episode, which I just find to be absolutely disrespectful. Okay, the fact that we are paying $5.99 a month to get 4 episodes and they decide to scam us out of 1 week of an episode to showcase this nonsense on their platform is beyond inconsiderate to the viewers.
What's going on? Y'all are going to jail! Period!
I mean, it's not like Zeus has any other shows up there for us to watch. I mean, it's literally one show at a time. If it's not Jocelyn's Cabaret, it's Baddies. And Jocelyn's Cabaret is not going on right now. So I don't understand why they would even feel the need or even feel like it was okay to not post anything. Child, anyways. Now that I got that off my chest, let's go ahead and actually get into this episode. Okay, now the beginning of the episode starts with the girls arriving in Jamaica. Still separate houses, so the scenes go back and forth between house A and house B, and they're all just kind of sitting around talking about everything that happened last night. Very much unneeded, very much boring, very much Zeus could have kept it to themselves. Okay, we did not need to see a scene of the girls sitting on the couch recapping what happened in the last episode. And this is the biggest issue with Zeus. They drag out these episodes for absolutely no reason. Like, why is this the first 10 minutes of the show? I'm just not understanding. Anyways, y'all, moving on. In the next scene, we see Natalie and Sky having a FaceTime conversation, talking about what they're gonna do today with the girls, this, that, and the third. And this was unneeded as well, okay? Just watching it was kind of cringy. I mean, just watching the fakeness between Sky and Natalie, and I have nothing at all against Sky. She's actually one of my favorites this season, but you can just tell that Natalie and Sky are not real friends like that outside the show. So why they be calling each other, talking about some, hi sister, and you know, bye, love you. Like, it's too much. It's very much unneeded, and you can see the fakeness through it. Okay, so once we get past the first 15 minutes of unnecessary scenes, we finally make it to when the girlies get on the bus. And that's when all hell breaks loose. Now, House A, they get on their Sprinter and they're just kind of chilling, having a good time, not even really drinking like that. They're asking who's been to Jamaica before, you know, things like that. Now, House B, on the other hand, they're on their bus, they're lit, they're taking shots, you know, they're asking the same questions, who's been to Jamaica. But honey, they are lit, okay? There's a scene where Biggie is pouring shots down Smiley's throat. There's another scene where Smiley's pouring her own shots, and it just kind of goes downhill from there. Next thing you know, they going from partying and turning up and twerking on the bus to telling Smiley to get up, okay? And at this point, I can understand, you know, the frustration because it's the beginning and nobody really understands what's about to come. But what really irritated me about this whole scene is you got everybody pretty much trying to tell Smiley, you know, get up, snap out of it. And here goes Anna Mac in the back with her phone recording. Like, girl, what are you doing? Like, why do you feel the need to record Smiley laid out on the ground talking about some
Smiley, get up,
as if you care? Anyways, y'all, once the girls finally make it to wherever the hell they were going, I can't even remember the name because it's irrelevant in this episode, House B practically runs over there to Natalie to let them know, oh, we can't bring Smiley, you know, she's drunk, she's this. Anna Mac starts pulling out her videos, showing them to everybody. Sky is literally the only one on the bus with Smiley at this point, besides security and production. So that is when Natalie and her minion Scotty walk over to the bus and take a look for themselves. Natalie takes one look at Smiley and just starts talking to her crazy. I'm talking about some, are you drunk? Put your feet on the ground. You look a mess. This, that, and the third. Meanwhile, Smiley is incoherent. Literally laid out on the bus, looking like she cannot understand anything. So it didn't even make sense as to why Natalie was sitting there saying all that. Then you got Scotty in the background laughing like something's funny. I mean, it's just a mess. Okay, so about after 20 minutes of them sitting there watching Smiley drool on herself, they finally decide, maybe we should take her to a hospital. Child, so they dump Smiley in the wheelchair, roll her down the block to the hospital. And then of course, you got Natalie and Scotty acting like they give a damn now, when you can obviously tell they don't. I mean, look at how she holding her hand. She's not even holding her hand. Look at how she holding her wrist. Like, girl, why are you even holding her arm? Put her arm down. And there goes Scotty following in the background like a puppy. Scotty just there to be there. Child, so they finally make it to the emergency room. And this is how you can tell that Zeus really don't care about nobody except for Zeus. Because why, when they get to the emergency room, before they even roll Smiley in to check her in to see a doctor, they're gonna sit there and make sure that they get the shot. I mean, you got people trying to open up the second doors while Smiley's just sitting there in the wheelchair unconscious. Like, I couldn't help but think to myself, like, these are some sick people. You know, so once they open up the second door and are able to let the cameras go in front of Smiley, they finally will Smiley in to see a doctor. And it's not just 2-3 people along with Smiley. I mean, they decided to bring the whole entire Zeus cast. They got 30-40 bodies up in this small building along with Smiley. For why, I really don't know. Child, Uncle Ben's sitting there looking confused as is already. And then you got all these other heads up in there like, for why? I am not understanding, because half the people in there are just sitting there looking at Smiley. Like, what are y'all in there for? Y'all, so the man's sitting there trying to take her blood pressure, and after that, Smiley just gets to hollering about, you know, where is her son? She hate her life. She miss her son. Just, it was all over the place, y'all. It was honestly kind of sad to sit there and watch. Y'all, so I guess that's when Uncle Ben's comes to the realization that he cannot do nothing for Smiley, and Smiley need to go to a real hospital. Meanwhile, Smiley is sitting there still screaming about how she want her son. She throwing up. Well, she trying to throw up, but she can't because there's nothing in her stomach. And, you know, it's just a lot. So then the next scene goes to Taseki outside speaking to Anna and Mariah. And she pretty much saying Smiley's faking. She was saying how Smiley was scared to fight somebody, and that's why she's doing all this. Which leads us into the next episode trailer, where pretty much Natalie confronts Smiley for faking this whole thing. E.T. pours a drink on her, and it just does not look good. It makes me actually feel bad for Smiley, and Smiley is not one of my favorites. I feel like in the beginning I really didn't like her after the whole miscarriage thing, but just to sit here and watch her go through something like like that. Watch how everybody's treating her, with the exception of Sky, because Sky was the only one that was actually there for her. Even production, I feel like, was weird. Like, I can only imagine how traumatizing it is to go through something like this, but to sit back and watch it, not just by yourself, but with the whole entire world watching you go through something as tumultuous as this experience, is just sick. And shame on Zeus for exploiting this girl like that. I mean, y'all dragged out this whole entire episode and then made the last 25 minutes about this bullshit. Zeus could have kept it, okay? But hey, that's just how I'm feeling. Y'all be sure to head into them comments and let me know how y'all are feeling, because that is it for this video. Y'all, thank you so much for tuning into my channel, Manimullaaa. Thank you all for showing me all the love and support that y'all always do. It is always appreciated. I know that this is a different type of video than what I normally give you guys, but hey, sometimes you gotta do something a little different, okay? If you like what you see, please be sure to share, like, and subscribe. And once again, y'all, head into them comments and let me know how y'all are feeling about Zeus right now, because I personally am over it. And on that note, y'all be safe out here.